Hello and hello again here at Bahrain, round number 3 here at Limitless Racing League on this debut. First time around the LiDAR scan track here tonight. Newly fresh track here and on board with Mr. Stealth on his first lap coming into the third corner here in the Sauber, looking to improve on last week's result coming into this round here. Getting that Sauber into sync in qualifying, looking to try to improve here. And we will get all the telemetry up and going here for her to see. Stealth is on his first qualifying lap. Keeping it nice and tidy here through the second sector. Keeping it nice and even. Comes around the final corner here. What will he be able to set for the first lap out? It's going to be a 129.8. And it looks like a Mercedes of On Air is going to be the next one to come across the line. What will he be able to set coming into this? Is it going to be lower than the Sauber? It's going to be a 130.5. And the Alpine, looks like the Alpine, William will set a 129.1. Will be the Alpine. The McLaren of Azores going to go to 5th position. Going to be 2.1 seconds off of Williams' time. So he's going to have to make up some marginally improvement. Bro with a 129.1. 62 thousandths of a second faster than Williams' time there. And Stealth, I believe, who came across the line. Savage with the fastest lap now. 129.0 will be his lap time coming into this. And coming into the RB, he's going to set a 132.0. And it looks like Stealth is going to come back in. Going to look for a major improvement for the Sauber team here for tonight. Aston Martin had a good showing last week coming into Spain for a double points weekend. Really showed out and is now leading the Constructors' Championship. So they're looking to extend that lead even further with teamwork coming into effect here. And we have a new championship leader also, Sky the Biz, just barely clinching that and taking victory on the feature race and having some drama coming into the sprint race. But as we see his teammate now about to round the final few corners, he might have to come in, but looks like he's on low. He might be on low fuel mode. And he is going to come in, and everybody else is going to come in also. Curie on her lap, getting her Alpine nice and set for the qualifying session. This time around, Alpine going to try to get up there with his teammate. And try to improve on her lap here, as there's many laps to do so, and there's 10 and a half minutes left of the session to improve. He was out for an outlap. That was what? That was weird. Sky Blizz with a 127.5, top in the session. And the Aston Martin trying to keep that Drivers' Championship alive for him and keep the consistency going. Go back to them timing sheets here. So Sky Blitz with a 127.5, Stealth with a 128.5, William with a 128.6, Savage with a 128.7, Rhino with a 129.0, Rowe with a 29.1, Randro with a 29.180, Pryor with a 130.2, On Air with a 130.5, Chef with a 131.0, Azores with a 131.3, and Ninja with a 132.0, Curie with a 132.3. So pretty close grid as of right now. Through, send out. Looks like the teammate of Randro might improve here, and it's going to be 6th position for him. William is going to be in the front row. Sky Blitz is improving by a 127.3. Rhino is gonna, or Brokill is gonna not improve this time around. And looks like Savage is right behind. So will he be able to take his teammate down? So he'll be a Sauber 2nd row as of right now. Prior Germ is gonna invalidate, so he'll not improve this time around. So that is it. All right, so Sky Blitz tops the sheets with a 127.3, followed by William, Savage, Stealth, Renault, Randro, Rowe, Prior Germ, On Air, Chef, Azores, Ninja, Curie, and M&H. All right, here we go. Formation lap is underway. Getting those tires nice and warmed up before the start of the race. So 20 or 30 laps around Bahrain will be tonight's adventure. Sky about to get into his box now. Same with Stealth, Savage, and William and the rest of the grid. About to get underway here for the Bahrain Grand Prix car. And here we go. 5 red lights are away now. And it's go, 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 Juice. For round number 3 at Limitless Racing, and Stealth gets a decent start on everybody there. That was a crazy start from Stealth, and that was a little bit of a dive bomb from the Williams driver of, I believe, Prior Germ there, and making up quite a few positions there. 3 positions up, and still battling with the Haas driver of Rowe. Down the inside, Ninja seems on the Williams driver of Chef. Chef's giving Ninja a hard time there. And Chef's going to have... Oh, and Prior Germ goes a little off track there. And that'll leave Randro ahead. A little further back. Everybody keeping it nice and single file. Keep this going. Pull up the Elite Race tools here. So Here we are. So everybody keeping it nice and tidy. Sky Blizz with a 1.6 second lead so far. Coming into this with a fastest lap of 1:31.0. Roadkill also just behind. Everybody trying to keep it nice and tidy. Savage looking to down the inside of Prior Germ and just backs out. Chef slowing down tremendously. Ooh, and that's contact. And that is Savage in the wall. That was a little crazy. Lean also trying to make a move on Rowe here. Rowe trying to defend from Randro here. Has 4-3 or 4-5 right now. Rhino in fourth position, lap 3 out of 29. Roadkill still under attack from Randro. Down the inside, stealth goes on William. So this William fights back here and keeps the position. Randro gets by Roadkill here. And he'll soon be under attack again from Rowe. Rowe down the inside. He thinks about it. Teammate action here. Down the inside. Prior Germ goes on Chef. Or Chief there. Well, no, actually it was Chief that made that position up. So well done from Mr. Chief. Making that position available. A little further up, we'll go back towards Williams' point of view here. Savage on his DRS. Stop. So he'll... Even Randro is trying to get back within the Haas rear wing there. Ooh, down the inside, stealth goes on the Alpine driver. Leaves him in plenty of space. And William will leave that position towards turn 3 now. A little bit of a fake move there from Stealth. 58% on his highest tire deg. Same with William, a little higher on the percentage, 4% higher. And Rowe or CT will make a move on Stealth before turn 1 even makes contact. And Rowe looking to try to make a move on Randro there of the Aston Martin driver. It's not going to be close enough to make that move. Switch to Roadkill's point of view to see how he is going to try to approach. Sees his rear wing in sight. Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle. Loss of traction from Randro. Pushing those softs to the absolute limit. Curie with a 10-second time penalty. Speeding in the pit lane. And CT looking at Williams' rear view mirror. Savage with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So 21 laps to go here at Bahrain for Limitless Racing League. Keeping it nice and tidy here for the William and the Alpine driver. Looks like the Alpine driver just ahead. Looks like M&H getting by on air. So on air with his first pit stop. Of the day. Rowe with a pit stop also with the hard compound tires. So he has a fresh set of boots set for him for this race. Curie getting out of the way for the top three here. And that is the first pit stop of the day for the top three. Sky in the pits for the hard compound tires. So looking to do a one-stop strategy. William also in the pit lane to make a stop. Onto the hard compound tires he goes. And Stealth is also in the pit lane for the soft compound tires. So he can go medium, soft, medium if you like. So he's going to try that strategy, I would imagine, coming into the race. But will CT respond coming into this coming lap for the end lap? Or will he just stay out for as long as he can to preserve the hard compound tires coming into later into the stint? Savage trying to get up a position to Prior Germ. Prior Germ fights back. Savage down the inside still. Prior Germ sticks his nose in. Tries to keep it in there. Savage down the inside. Keeps it in there. Leaves the space. And Prior Germ will stay ahead. But Savage is looking to fight back still. But backs out of it. To wait for another day. That kicks Sauber driver looking to gain positions ever so slightly. So that way he can get up there with his teammate. And it looks like CT has made his pit stop. And he's on the hard compound tires. So his teammate is not too far behind him for the Haas crew. Randro on those 11-lap-old mediums. Sky just behind, looking to get ahead of his teammate. So an Aston Martin 1-2 right now, looking fairly certain. But as of right now, it stands. It's going to be Sky, Stealth, and William for the top three as it sits. And the closest fights are Stealth, William, Savage, Prior Germ, and them two Papaya crews. Prior Germ down the outside he goes. A little bit of late braking action around the outside. Will he be able to keep his nose through? Savage will have to concede. And that is the position up for Prior Germ in the first sector. The Sebastian Vettel corner there. Well done overtake from Mr. Prior Germ, keeping the space there for Savage. Looky here. Stealth under attack, and Randro into pits for a hard compound tire. 3-lap-old softs. Stealth is just going to let him by to try to work. Oh, maybe do the switchback. Gets the power down a little earlier than William. So he might have the advantage coming into turn 3. Down the inside. Ooh, a little bit of fake out from the Sauber driver. Randro drops from second place down to sixth. So he will be down quite a few positions. So 13 out of 29 now. Go right on board
Stealth
with Randro trying to Chef. Looking for another position change. And on there just behind. Looking to make another position. And Chef, oh, a little bit of swerve there. And that'll be the move done before the corner even starts. He should have DRS again, which that will be most. And there is a move down the inside for Ninja for the back marker. Go back to Stealth's POV here. Stealth making a move back on Chief there through turn 3. Keeping it nice and consistent through the sector 1 through 2 so far. But still the gap is there though. Stealth trying to make so the last lap from, so there's still, it's less than a tenth separating them now from lap to lap. Well, no, actually it's 2 seconds. He's actually 2 seconds faster than the Williams driver. So as of right now, he should be pulling away pretty soon here. Those mediums are not going to hold on too much longer. 46% left on them for the highest tire worn on him. Just within DRS, a prior Germ. Down the inside he goes. And that'll be a position. Ooh, and Prior Germ goes fighting back. And Prior Germ will keep that position back into his grasp. But Azores is going to come back fighting back at him. With the overtake button enabled. Down the inside he goes. Prior Germ quickly swerves that door shut. And shows that Williams, he is ahead. What a battle we've just seen there. Ooh, a little bit of carnage there. Hold on. Sky with fresh boots on. So William just behind. 4 seconds behind him. It seems like he's catching ever so slightly through certain parts of the track. Down the inside. Chef goes on M&H. M&H is going to have to concede the position there. Ooh! That might have been a little bit of a issue there for Sky Blitz. He's got quite a bit of a lead, so that damage shouldn't interfere with this race too much. He's got fresh tires. Or Savage is under attack from Chef. Chef staying behind. Knowing when he wants to make his move. Down the outside he goes. Chef not going to be able to make that move done. He's 2 tenths away. Savage trying to keep that 1 point alive for the Sauber team. And Chef trying to get a point for Williams. Oh, a little bit of a tap there from Chef to Savage's front wheel there. Last lap of the Grand Prix now. So Savage looking to try to get that position back. We'll go back on to Randro's point of view. Starting the last lap of the Grand Prix. 8/10 away. William is from Randro. So this is going to be spicy last lap here from Randro's point of view. So Randro has quite a bit of margin ahead of him between the final two sectors of the lap. William staying behind, trying to benefit his tires. William down the inside. Randro leaves the space. Randro a little bit of fights back there. And William is through for third position. But at the end of the day, Sky with last rounds, Spain, Catalonia will win Bahrain for 2 times in a row. And CT will be behind him. William will be on the podium yet again, and we see CT just ahead. So Randro just missing out on the podium there. So here we go. Sky with the win. CT, William, Randro, Rowe, Stealth, On Air, MNH, Chef, Savage, Prior Germ, Azores, and
Ninja. I saw the inside line and I got the DRS to the and I was able to hang on against Aston Martin, which I thought he was going to get a podium, but I barely got third in the end.
So, in during the race, you were fairly confident on catching Randro back up.
Who? The Aston Martin one, or?
Yep.
Well, it was going to be a close one, but I was like 10 lap fresher, medium, and his tires would be faded at the end of the race, in which it could stretch out for 15 laps or so or less, and I took the advantage on the good cornerings on the older, harder tire, and if I would have passed him sooner, about like 3 or 2 laps to go from the double stacker.
For sure. And coming into about 2 weeks' time around Melbourne, what are your fears about Australia?
I never got a try in Australia. Well, I haven't ran F125 in Australia in that track alone, but I don't know. Just see what it looks like. I just want to just survive and let's see how pans out at this track in F125 Australia.
All right, you heard it here first. So the William with the double podium for Alpine, and keeping it non-punctures here. So thanks for coming in, and thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
And what's it called? Congrats on the podium. All right, so coming into, I believe we'll talk a little bit about CT's race. CT's race starting, I believe he started in he started in 5th position and went all the way up to 2nd position. So he kept it fairly simple and kept it nice and easy. One-stop strategy, I believe he did, and within the race. And yeah, I kept it nice and tidy, and coming from the top 5 into a podium position for the first time in Limitless Racing. Congrats for CT there. And Sky with the 2nd win in Limitless Racing to top the sheets. Another win for the Aston Martin driver, and total capitalization of points here for tonight. A 1-4 finish for the constructors, and he's definitely going to be happy for the driver's point of view to keep that going. Definitely a well done drive from Mr. Sky with the 2-stop strategy, making it work due to unfortunate damage, but kept it nice and going, kept his head up, and definitely got the race win in the bag. So that's Limitless Racing. And coming into this, I mean, we're gonna be, you know, on a week break due to Canada Day and Independence Day. So coming into Australia, as I said previously, with Australia, so Melbourne in kind of 2 weeks time. Definitely not gonna want to miss that. If you're gonna definitely interested in the league, definitely hit that Discord notification as we strive to help others to improve and help each other out. And yeah, it's definitely a fun community to be a part of. Definitely gonna want to see Melbourne into full effect in 2 weeks time, around 8:30 Eastern, as it says right over there on the lower left hand side, or every Tuesday for Division 1, as it says. So this is your boy Nerf for Nothing, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.